Hey y'all, my name is Rebecca Sheffield and I'm a junior elementary education major from Hoover, Alabama, and I currently serve on the 2020 Southern Style team. Southern Style is a diverse group of student leaders that serve as the official university ambassadors as well as orientation leaders over the summer. Simply put, I have the privilege of getting to know all of you as well as helping you acclimate to campus and learning more about the university. As your virtual orientation process has kind of already begun, one of the main resources we provide you guys with is the first year guide. You may have already gotten this in the mail, but if not, you can go online on the Southern Miss website, find the orientation tab, and follow along with me. On the first page, you'll find a checklist, and on that checklist are some different things that we want you guys to take care of before you come to campus in the fall. Maybe things like your parking permit, your meal plan, different things like that that we don't want you guys to have to stress about. So if you have any questions about those at all, email me, text me, and we'll figure it out together. Next, I'm going to be going over the top 10 tips. You can follow along in your guide if you have it, but if not, just listen and hopefully you guys like what I have to say. So the first tip is to finish in 4. This basically just means stay on track and plan ahead when it comes to your college experience. Something that's really helped me is having a plan for my degree. When I was a freshman, I went online, I Googled elementary ed, Southern Miss, and found a semester by semester guide for my major. And this has really helped me kind of stay on track, take the right amount of hours every semester, and really help me graduate on time. Tip number 2 is to be present. And this is really important in all aspects of college, but really important for your classes. Show up to class, be engaged, be there both mentally and physically. Something that I struggle with is just going to class and being really tired and, not really fully being there. But when you're engaged, you're more likely to get more out of the class. Your teachers will see that you're engaged and they will be so willing to help you. So go to class, be present. And another tip on being present is to have a planner. In high school, I thought I was a pro at memorizing all my assignments and their due dates and my tests and my extracurriculars and literally everything under the sun, and college proved me wrong. I had to get a planner to stay on track, to not miss any of my assignments, and to truly just be invested in my classes because that's what we're here to do. So yeah. And the best thing about that is that you don't have to do that alone, which brings me to tip number 3, find your people. Something about me, a little vulnerable. Something about me is that I love to help others and encourage them and show up for people, but I have a really hard time asking for help myself and being vulnerable and saying, I need you to show up for me too. And once I found my people at Southern Miss, I found a support system like no other. College is hard and you can't do it alone. So finding your people that are gonna say, hey, we're doing this together, is truly so important. And another way to find your people is to find the faculty, the staff, the mentors that will truly support you. Something that I've loved so much about my Southern Miss story is how many faculty and its staff and mentors that have really pushed me to find success in college and be successful down the road. They were also more apt to write me rec letters when I needed them. Building that relationship with my advisor and my professors has truly helped me just be more successful in class and walk away with some really great relationships. Tip number 4 is to study, and this one might be a little self-explanatory, but studying is important. I tried to cram for tests and study the night before, maybe start that project a little too late, and I struggled, and my grades were not where I wanted them to be. Find a study group that can hold you accountable. Maybe you're not even studying for the same thing. Maybe you need your friend to say, hey Rebecca, we're going to Starbucks, you're coming, I'm gonna hold your phone, you're not gonna get distracted, and you're gonna study, and we're gonna figure this out together. Because if you don't study, your classes aren't gonna go as well, and we're here to graduate. So really stay on top of your studies, use resources, study with people, and really hold yourself accountable. Tip number 5 is it's okay not to be okay, and it's really true. There have been a lot of times in my college career that I have not felt okay, and it was hard for me to ask people to really help me with that. When you don't feel okay and you don't feel like yourself, tell someone. Tell someone, ask someone, figure it out, because college is supposed to be a place where you find yourself, and if you're hurting or you're struggling, it'll be really hard to do that. And if you don't know who to reach out to, please call me. I love to hang out. I love to get coffee and just hang out with people, so please reach out if you ever feel like you're not okay, and I'll be there, because I might not be okay too, because that's really real. So yeah, tip number 6 is to budget your bucks. You might think that since you're in college, you might not need to have a budget for yourself. You're like, I'm not that old. But you are, surprise. There are a lot of fun things in college that you're gonna wanna do. Maybe you wanna go on those late night runs to Cane's. Maybe you wanna buy a t-shirt for every event that you're a part of. And the reality of that is you need to save your money for the essentials, and then when you really carve out that money for what you need, like groceries, gas, maybe payments you're making, then you can have fun and spend money on those non-essentials and those fun things. It's also important to recognize that you most likely have a meal plan here. Utilize that meal plan. You don't have to go out to eat with your friends every night. I still struggle with that, and go to the fresh food company, spend your bonus bucks, really take that resource and eat on campus, because it's good, and that's great. Tip number 7 is to plug in. This is extremely important, especially regarding everything that's going on with COVID-19 and other things. You want to have your notifications on for Canvas, SOAR, your Outlook, Southern Miss email, so that you're getting the proper updates and you're always, hearing from your professors on due dates. Maybe something changed, maybe class was canceled. Have those notifications on so that you know when those things are happening. It's really important too for things like student organizations and university officials. If they're making a statement or need something that they need to get out to all of the students, they're most likely going to send that out in your Outlook email. So be sure to have those things set for notifications, so that you're always in the know. And tip number 8 is to get in where you fit in. When I came to college, I was really nervous that I wasn't going to be able to find the friendships that I had in high school. My friends in high school were and are some of the best people I know, and I was really nervous because, being honest, I came to Southern Miss and I did not know a single person, and that is very scary. But when I was intentional about my friendships and intentional about the things that I was getting involved in, I found the friends that I was looking for, and I found the things that make my heart so happy. So find an organization. There are over about 200 organizations on campus for you to get involved in. So find something that you like, find something that you're passionate about, and run with it. So much of my love for Southern Miss has come from my involvement and the things that I love and am passionate about. And it's helped me really just meet people. So if you're nervous about that, find an organization, get plugged in, and you'll be good to go. Tip number 9 is to stay curious. There's no better time than college to fully embrace everything that makes you you. In the first year guide, one of my great friends, Corey, says something really great, and I want you guys to all read that. It's really great. In college, you're going to be surrounded by so many different people and experiences and backgrounds and perspectives that maybe you didn't have the opportunity to be surrounded with in high school or in community college, wherever you come from. College is a place where you can explore different things and truly listen to people when they speak. Your perspective might change, and that's okay. So stay curious, try new things, and always push yourself to embrace the newness of college, and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. And tip number 10 is to take flight. Y'all, get excited. I'm ready to meet you. We're ready to have you on campus. It really does go by quicker than you think. So embrace it. Come on, we're ready. And that's about it. I am so excited to meet you all. I want to encourage you to keep checking your email for any updates on the next step in the orientation process, but I'm so excited to meet y'all on Zoom and then on campus in the fall. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, to the top.